Do you ever wonder why some people stay healthy and active even in their later years? It's not always about medicine or big changes. Sometimes it's the small habits that make the biggest difference. In this video, you're going to learn about 5 body parts you need to clean every single day to protect your health, feel more confident, and live longer with comfort and independence. These areas are often overlooked, but they hold the power to keep your body stronger, cleaner, and safer from infections and discomfort. If you've ever dealt with skin problems, felt unclean even after a shower, or just want to take better care of yourself as you age, this is for you. These simple daily steps are easy, quick, and life-changing. Stay with me to the end. You might be surprised how much better your body can feel with just a few extra minutes of daily care. Number 1. Clean your feet every day to prevent infections. If you want to stay independent as you age, you need to pay close attention to the small things most people overlook. One of the most important and often ignored areas is your feet. Clean your feet every single day, not once in a while, not when you feel like it, every day. Because when you don't, bacteria builds up, fungus grows, skin breaks down, and that's when real problems start. Most people think feet are low maintenance. They're not. Your feet carry your entire body. They support your balance, your mobility, and your confidence. When your feet are in pain or infected, your whole life slows down. You start walking less, you avoid going out, you depend on others. That small neglect becomes a chain reaction that steals your independence little by little. Infections in the feet aren't just uncomfortable, they're dangerous, especially for older adults. Cuts and cracks in the skin can go unnoticed. You might not feel the pain right away, but bacteria find their way in fast. It can start with redness or swelling, but if it spreads, it can lead to serious complications like cellulitis or even hospitalization. That's not fear, that's fact. You don't need expensive products or a complicated routine. You just need warm water, a gentle soap, and a soft towel. Sit down in a safe place where you can reach your feet without straining. Wash the top, bottom, between the toes, and around the nails. Gently but thoroughly. Rinse well, dry them fully, especially between the toes where moisture likes to hide. That's where fungus loves to grow. This small habit doesn't just clean your feet, it keeps you walking. It protects your ability to do things for yourself, to go to the store, to take a walk with your grandkids, to get up in the middle of the night without help. People often talk about independence like it's something you lose all at once, but most of the time it slips away slowly because of things like untreated infections, minor injuries, and slow healing. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to move freely without pain. And the truth is, the condition of your feet affects your entire posture, your energy, and your confidence. People don't talk about this enough, but when your feet feel clean and healthy, you feel stronger. You feel more put together. And that feeling adds up day by day. Your health is not just about medication and big routines. It's about the things you do quietly, consistently, like taking 5 minutes to care for your feet. That 5 minutes can be the difference between walking tall or sitting back, between staying active or feeling trapped. Start now. Take care of your feet like your freedom depends on it, because it does. Number 2. Scrub underarms daily to stop bacteria buildup. The underarms are one of the most active and sensitive areas of the body. Every day they trap heat, sweat, and moisture, and that makes them a perfect environment for bacteria to grow. Scrubbing your underarms daily isn't just about staying fresh, it's a key habit for staying healthy, confident, and in control of your well-being, especially as you get older. As we age, our skin becomes thinner. It doesn't heal as quickly. That makes even minor irritations more risky than they used to be. If you don't keep your underarms clean, you're not just dealing with body odor. You're allowing bacteria to grow in a warm, moist space. That buildup can lead to skin irritation, inflammation, and even infections that take time and effort to heal. These aren't just uncomfortable, they can affect your energy, your confidence, and how much you want to move around and be active. When you think about good hygiene, you might focus on the visible parts of your body, your face, your hands, maybe your legs, but your underarms matter just as much, if not more. Because they're hidden, people tend to forget them, but your body doesn't. It reacts to that neglect. Over time, if sweat and oils aren't washed away, they mix with dead skin cells and bacteria. That leads to strong odors and irritated skin. You might even notice redness, itching, or soreness. If left alone, these things can lead to more serious skin conditions. Cleaning your underarms daily isn't about scrubbing hard or using harsh products. In fact, being gentle is important. You want to use warm water, mild soap, and your hand or a soft cloth. Use slow, firm motions, not rough scrubbing. Rinse thoroughly and dry completely with a clean towel. That helps prevent moisture from staying trapped, which is what bacteria love. For those who wear deodorant or antiperspirant, make sure it's all washed off at the end of the day. That residue can mix with sweat and clog pores if it sits on your skin too long. Some people assume that using deodorant alone is enough to stay clean, but that's not true. Deodorant only masks odor. It doesn't remove sweat, dead skin, or bacteria. And if you apply new deodorant without cleaning your underarms first, you're layering product over unwashed skin. That leads to more buildup and more problems later on. So the first step in staying clean isn't applying anything, it's washing thoroughly. There's also an emotional side to this. When your underarms are clean and you feel fresh, it boosts your confidence. You're more likely to move freely. You're more likely to raise your arms, reach for something, or hug someone without worrying how you smell or feel. That sense of comfort and ease matters more than most people realize. It affects how you interact with others, how you carry yourself, and even how you sleep at night. This daily habit also plays a role in how you maintain your independence. Clean, healthy underarms reduce the risk of rashes and infections, which means fewer doctor visits and less discomfort. It's one of those small things that adds up. When your body feels good, you do more, you move more, you live more fully, and you keep your routine going strong. If you live in a warm climate or move around a lot during the day, this habit becomes even more important. Sweat gets trapped faster. Bacteria grow quicker. And without daily cleaning, the irritation comes faster too. Even if you don't sweat much, don't skip this. Sweat isn't the only thing that builds up. Your skin naturally sheds cells, and those cells collect in folds like the underarms. Some people worry about strong-smelling body washes or scented soaps irritating their skin. That's understandable. Fragrances can cause dryness or rashes, especially for aging skin. That's why it's best to stick with gentle, unscented soaps designed for sensitive skin. The goal is to remove bacteria and oil, not strip the skin or cause more problems. Another thing to consider is how you dry the underarms after washing. Most people forget that bacteria thrive in damp places. After you wash, make sure you pat the area dry, not rub. Use a clean towel. Don't reuse the same towel for days, especially if it stays damp between uses. Damp towels can carry bacteria too. It's a small habit, but it keeps you one step ahead of infections. For those who have trouble lifting their arms or reaching behind their back, consider sitting in a safe, stable chair when you clean. You don't need to stand in the shower to stay clean. You can use a basin of warm water, a soft cloth, and wash carefully while seated. The goal is consistency. The method can be flexible. Taking care of your underarms may seem like a small task, but it plays a big role in your overall health and comfort. It's one of the ways you take control of how you feel every day, and that control becomes more valuable as the years go by. When you stay on top of these habits, you stay one step ahead of the small health problems that can turn into bigger ones if ignored. What's most important is that you don't see this as a chore. See it as an act of care, an act of self-respect. It's a quiet way of saying, my well-being matters. That mindset affects everything. When you value your body and make time for it, you become more in tune with what it needs. You start noticing small changes sooner. You make better choices, and you keep yourself stronger, longer. This habit also reminds you of your power to take action every day, no matter how small, to stay well. Some people wait until they feel unwell to do something about their health. But you don't have to wait. You can protect your body starting today just by washing, drying, and paying attention. You may not see the results right away. There's no medal or applause for washing your underarms, but over time your skin stays clearer. You smell better, you move with more ease, and you avoid infections and irritations that slow others down. That's what matters. This is about giving yourself the best chance to feel strong in your body, to live with fewer health problems, to stay comfortable, confident, and capable as you grow older. And it starts with this one simple daily habit. Scrub your underarms. Do it gently. Do it thoroughly. Do it every day. You'll feel better. You'll smell better. You'll move better. and more than anything, you'll be taking a step toward a longer, stronger, more independent life. Number 3. Wash behind ears daily to avoid skin problems. Behind the ears is a spot many people forget to wash, but it's one of the most important areas to clean if you want to protect your skin and overall health. This small space can quickly become a hidden problem if it's not cared for properly. It collects sweat, oil, and dead skin cells throughout the day, and when that buildup sits too long, it turns into irritation, odor, or worse, skin infections that can be painful and difficult to heal. The skin behind your ears may seem like a harmless area, but it's actually very sensitive. It folds slightly and is often covered by hair, glasses, or hearing aids, which means it doesn't get much air and holds onto moisture and grime. That makes it a perfect place for bacteria and fungus to grow if it's not cleaned regularly. And when that happens, it doesn't just affect your comfort, it affects your hygiene, your self-esteem, and your peace of mind. For older adults, this habit becomes even more essential. The skin becomes thinner and more delicate with age, and healing slows down. Even a small rash behind the ear can lead to discomfort or infection if it's left untreated. In some cases, people don't even realize the skin is broken down until it's already sore or inflamed. It's easy to miss, especially if you're rushing through your hygiene routine or dealing with limited mobility. That's why creating a consistent daily practice of washing behind your ears is a smart and simple way to take care of your health before problems begin. The good news is that this habit takes less than a minute and it doesn't require any special tools. You only need warm water, mild soap, and clean hands or a soft cloth. When you wash your face, take a moment to gently clean behind both ears. Use your fingertips to reach the crease where the ear meets the head, and move in gentle circles to loosen any dirt or oil. Then rinse thoroughly and pat the area dry with a clean towel. Make sure no moisture is left behind, especially if you wear glasses or hearing aids, because trapped moisture can lead to irritation. Some people are surprised by how much buildup can collect in this area. You might notice a greasy or waxy feeling if it hasn't been washed in a while. That's completely normal. It's a mix of sebum, your body's natural oil, and dead skin. But if it stays too long, it becomes a breeding ground for bacteria. That's what causes the unpleasant smell some people notice behind the ears. It's not just body odor, it's bacteria breaking down the oil and skin cells. Washing daily stops this process before it starts. This small daily habit doesn't just protect your skin, it also protects your dignity. No one wants to deal with itching, redness, or flaking behind the ears. It can make you feel unclean or embarrassed, even if you've bathed and put on clean clothes. Feeling fresh includes the areas people don't see, and when you know you've taken care of them, it shows in your posture and confidence. For those who wear glasses, it's even more important to wash behind your ears every day. The arms of the glasses rest on that skin all day long. They create pressure, heat, and friction, which increases the chance of irritation if sweat or bacteria are left to sit there. The same goes for people who wear hearing aids. These devices are essential, but they also trap moisture and heat behind the ear, which can lead to redness or soreness if the skin isn't kept clean and dry. If you find it difficult to reach behind your ears, don't skip this habit. Adjust your routine. Sit in front of a mirror where you can see what you're doing. Use a soft washcloth if your fingers don't reach comfortably. Ask for help if needed, but make sure it gets done. You don't need to scrub hard, just be consistent. Gentle cleaning every day works better than harsh cleaning once a week. Older adults often focus on the big health issues: blood pressure, joint pain, memory loss. But the truth is, the smaller routines we build into our day have a powerful effect on long-term wellness. When you stay consistent with these habits, you build a strong foundation for independence. Because clean, healthy skin doesn't just feel better, it lowers your risk of infections, reduces the need for medical visits, and helps you stay active. There's also a psychological benefit that comes from taking time to care for the overlooked parts of your body. It reinforces a deep sense of self-respect. When you take care of every part of yourself, even the small places others don't see, you remind yourself that you matter. Your well-being matters. That feeling can be incredibly motivating, especially on days when your energy feels low or when routines feel harder to maintain. Sometimes the people around you won't notice if you skip this step. They might not say anything, but your body will feel it. That itch behind your ear, that soreness that seems to appear out of nowhere. That's your body's way of telling you it needs more care. Listening to those signs and acting on them before they get worse is one of the smartest things you can do for your health. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent habits. 1 minute spent washing behind your ears can prevent weeks of discomfort, doctor visits, or antibiotic creams. It's prevention in its purest form, and it's a habit that requires no money, No effort beyond your reach and no change to your daily routine, just a little more attention and care. There's also peace of mind that comes with being thorough in your hygiene. You sleep better when you feel clean. You interact with others more comfortably when you know your body is taken care of. You avoid distractions like itching or burning that can pull you out of focus or keep you from enjoying a walk, a conversation, or a good meal. Taking care of your body means noticing the places that often get ignored. Behind the ears is one of them. It's a small area, but it plays a big role in how you feel throughout the day, and the best part is, the solution is easy. It doesn't require a trip to the store or a long explanation. It only takes you deciding to give yourself those few extra seconds each day to care for the skin behind your ear. These little acts of attention help you stay in control of your life. They keep you connected to your health. They show your body the respect it deserves. Because a long life isn't just about how many years you live, it's about how well you feel as you live them. Clean, healthy skin helps you feel more at home in your own body, and that starts with the places most people forget. Start today. Make it a part of your daily rhythm. Add it to your morning or evening wash-up. Notice how it feels. Notice the difference it makes. Because the effort you put into caring for your body, even in the quiet corners, shapes the way you experience your life day by day. Number 4, rinse private areas gently every single morning. Taking care of your private areas is one of the most personal and important parts of your daily hygiene. For older adults especially, rinsing these areas gently every morning can help prevent discomfort, infections, and irritation that can easily interfere with your comfort and health. While many people feel uncomfortable discussing this topic, avoiding it doesn't make the need go away. In fact, ignoring it can lead to real issues that affect how you feel and how you live your life day to day. The skin around your private parts is delicate. It's softer, more sensitive, and more vulnerable to problems as you age. Over time, natural moisture levels drop and your skin becomes thinner. That makes it easier for irritation to occur, especially if there's any buildup of sweat, urine residue, or bacteria. Starting your day by rinsing these areas helps keep the skin clean and protected, and it supports both physical comfort and emotional ease. One of the main reasons this habit is so helpful in the morning is because your body has been at rest through the night. Sweat, discharge, and other natural secretions build up while you sleep, even if you don't feel them. If they're left alone, they can lead to itchiness, odor, or irritation by midday. A gentle rinse with warm water helps you feel fresh, clean, and comfortable before the day even begins. That means you start your morning without discomfort and without the self-consciousness that can come from not feeling clean. When rinsing these areas, the key is to be gentle. You don't need to scrub or use strong products. In fact, using harsh soaps or heavily scented washes can cause more harm than good. They can disrupt your body's natural balance and lead to dryness or inflammation. Instead, use warm water and, if needed, a mild, unscented soap that's designed for sensitive skin. Let the water do most of the work. Use your hand to guide the rinse, making sure you cover the folds and creases where moisture and sweat can hide. For men, this means cleaning around the genitals and under the folds of skin. For women, it's important to clean the outer area gently without using any internal products. You don't need special washes. The body has its own system of keeping itself balanced inside. Your job is just to keep the outside clean and comfortable. This is especially important for people who wear incontinence products or have difficulty with bladder control. A regular rinse helps reduce the risk of skin problems and infections that can come from exposure to moisture or bacteria. It's not just about staying clean, it's also about preventing discomfort that can interfere with your ability to move, walk, or sit comfortably. If the skin becomes irritated or sore, it can make everyday tasks harder. You might start avoiding walks, outings, or even social events just because you're not feeling at ease in your own body. That's why this simple habit each morning is such a powerful tool. It gives you the confidence to go about your day feeling secure and in control. There's also a psychological benefit that comes from knowing you've cared for your whole body. It's easy to wash your hands or face because they're always visible. But when you take the time to tend to the areas that no one else sees, you're saying something important to yourself. I matter. That quiet sense of self-respect builds self-worth, and it helps you hold your head higher throughout the day. It tells you that you're not just going through the motions, you're taking care of the full picture. If you have physical limitations or challenges with movement, this habit can still be part of your routine. Use a handheld shower head if possible, or sit on a shower bench for comfort and safety. Some people find it easier to use a clean, damp cloth with warm water when standing isn't an option. The method can change to suit your needs, but the consistency is what counts. What matters most is that it gets done, that it's done carefully, and that it's done every morning. This small daily act also helps you stay ahead of more serious health issues. Urinary tract infections, skin rashes, and sores can develop when moisture, sweat, or bacteria stay on the skin too long. These problems are more common in older adults, but they're also highly preventable with good hygiene. When you rinse each morning, you lower your risk without relying on medications or treatments. You take a quiet but powerful step toward keeping your body in balance. It's also worth noting how this habit supports your emotional health. When your body feels good, your mind feels lighter. You carry less anxiety about odor, discomfort, or visible irritation. You don't have to worry about being caught off guard in a public setting or needing medical attention for something that could have been prevented. That freedom allows you to focus on what really matters: your activities, your relationships, and your daily joy. Even for those living with caretakers or in assisted living, this habit should never be skipped. It's an essential part of dignity and personal comfort. If someone helps you with your hygiene, speak up about the importance of this step. Your needs deserve to be met with respect and attention, no matter your age or physical condition. You have every right to feel clean and comfortable in your own skin. There are also sensory benefits to starting the day this way. The feeling of warm water, the relief of knowing your body is fresh, and the comfort of clean skin create a calming start to the day. These moments of care, though quiet, set the tone for how you approach everything that follows. They create a rhythm of attention, presence, and intentionality that can carry through your morning and beyond. What many people don't realize is that this habit also helps keep clothing and undergarments fresher throughout the day. When your skin is clean, your clothes stay cleaner. You reduce the wear and odor on fabrics, which helps extend the life of your garments and keeps you from needing to change clothes too often. That may seem like a small benefit, but it saves time, energy, and stress in the long run. This is not about vanity or being overly focused on appearance. It's about taking care of your health in a way that protects your independence, boosts your mood, and reduces the chances of needing medical treatment for avoidable problems. It's about setting yourself up for a smoother, more confident day. And it's about honoring your body and all it does for you. You might think this step is too minor to make a difference, but small habits like this build up over time. They create a pattern of care that keeps your body resilient. They help you stay in touch with changes in your skin, sensations, or health that might otherwise go unnoticed. And they remind you each day that no matter what else is happening in your life, you are still in charge of your health. If you've never made this a regular part of your routine, now is the time to start. You'll notice the difference, not just in how your body feels, but in how you feel about yourself. The sense of freshness, the freedom from irritation, and the quiet confidence of being fully cared for are all worth the few minutes it takes each morning. Caring for your private areas gently and consistently is a habit that supports your long-term wellness. It doesn't require anything more than attention, patience, and the willingness to put your well-being first. Your comfort, your health, and your independence are worth that care. Start each day by giving yourself that respect and carry it with you through everything that follows. Number 5. Clean your hands, often to stay healthy longer. Your hands are the part of your body you use the most. They touch your face, your food, door handles, light switches, and almost everything else around you. That means they're also one of the fastest ways germs spread. If you want to protect your health and stay strong as you age, you must clean your hands often and do it the right way. This is one of the simplest and most powerful habits you can build to protect yourself from illness, and yet many people still overlook it or do it without full attention. Every surface you touch carries something: bacteria, viruses, dirt, or residue left behind by someone else. You might not see it or feel it, but it's there. And the moment you touch your mouth, nose, or eyes, those germs can find a way inside your body. This is how many illnesses start: colds, stomach bugs, respiratory infections. They often come from hand contact. If you're not washing your hands regularly, you're giving those germs a free ride into your system. As you grow older, your immune system doesn't work as quickly or as strongly as it once did. That's natural, but that also means your body needs more protection from outside threats. A simple habit like hand washing gives your immune system extra help. It reduces the number of germs on your skin and stops them from getting inside your body in the first place. That lowers your risk of getting sick, which helps you stay independent, active, and in control of your daily life. Clean hands also protect others. If you're spending time with your grandchildren, helping a partner, or living in a shared space, your hygiene matters not just for you, but for everyone around you. Germs travel easily from one person to another through physical touch or shared surfaces. Washing your hands helps break that chain. It keeps you safer, and it keeps your loved ones safer too. It's a quiet act of care that can make a huge difference, especially in close-knit households or communities. Washing your hands isn't just for when they feel dirty. You should clean them before eating, after using the bathroom, after touching garbage, after sneezing or coughing, and after returning home from public places. Even touching your pet, handling money, or pressing elevator buttons can leave germs on your skin. The habit is not about fear, it's about prevention. It's a way to stay ahead of problems instead of reacting to them later. You don't need anything fancy to wash your hands properly. All it takes is clean water and regular soap. Turn on the tap, wet your hands, and lather up well. Rub the palms, the back of your hands, between your fingers and under your nails. Take your time. 20 seconds is enough to do it well. That's about as long as it takes to hum a short tune in your head. Then rinse thoroughly and dry with a clean towel or paper towel. If you're using hand sanitizer instead of soap and water, make sure it contains at least 60% alcohol and rub it in until your hands are dry. Don't wipe it off. The key is consistency. You can't just wash once or twice a day and expect to be protected. Germs don't care about time, they show up whenever there's contact. That's why this habit needs to become automatic. Something you do without even thinking. Like buckling a seatbelt or turning off the stove. It becomes part of your rhythm, a simple action that keeps you safe throughout the day. It also makes life smoother in other ways. When your hands are clean, you're more comfortable touching your face, scratching an itch, adjusting your glasses, or handling food. You move with more confidence because you're not carrying around invisible dirt or germs. That comfort adds to your peace of mind, especially in public spaces or social gatherings where hygiene matters even more. People often underestimate how many health problems start from the hands. Think of all the times people get eye infections, skin rashes, or stomach upsets. Many of these are caused by poor hygiene, even if they don't realize it. You might touch something outside, come home, eat a snack, and never notice what just happened. A simple hand wash between those moments can block that problem entirely. If you have dry or sensitive skin, choose a mild soap and use a light hand lotion afterward. Clean doesn't mean rough, it means careful. You want to keep the skin strong while removing what doesn't belong. It's about balance, cleaning without damaging. That helps prevent cracks, which can become a new way for germs to enter the body. Hydrated hands stay healthier longer. Some people start skipping hand washing as they age because it feels like a chore. Maybe the sink is too far, maybe the water feels too cold, maybe their hands hurt. But this is where small changes can make the habit easier. Keep a small bottle of hand sanitizer nearby. Place soap at every sink, so you're never too far from what you need. Use warm water, not cold. Choose products that feel good on your skin. When the habit is easy to do, you're more likely to keep doing it. This habit also gives you moments of mindfulness during your day. When you pause to clean your hands, you're pausing to care for yourself. You're saying, I want to feel good, and I want to stay well. That kind of intention matters. It shapes how you approach the rest of your choices. You're more likely to eat better, move more, and sleep well when you're already treating your health with care. Clean hands also make other self-care habits more effective. You can't moisturize dry skin properly if your hands are dirty. You can't safely apply medication or care for wounds if you haven't cleaned your hands first. You reduce the chance of spreading germs from one part of your body to another, especially if you have any small cuts or sensitive areas. This habit supports every other part of your health routine, which makes it a smart and reliable foundation. You deserve to feel safe and strong in your body. Washing your hands helps you keep that power. It keeps your days smoother, your health more stable, and your freedom intact. It helps you avoid doctor visits, medications, and downtime caused by common illnesses. That's the gift of good hygiene. It prevents more than it treats. You're never too old to benefit from clean hands. It's not about being overly cautious or obsessed with germs. It's about showing your body the respect it deserves, giving it what it needs to stay clean, protected, and supported through every part of your day. And it's one of the few habits that costs nothing and gives you so much in return. This isn't about doing something new or difficult. It's about taking what you already know and doing it with purpose, turning it into a habit that serves you, protects you, and keeps you moving forward. Each time you wash your hands, you're doing something powerful, something that contributes to a longer, stronger, healthier life. Build this into your daily rhythm. Start when you wake up. Wash before meals, after using the bathroom, when you come in from outside, after you've touched anything shared, and always before touching your face. Make it automatic. Make it non-negotiable, and do it with care. Because you are worth that care. Your health is worth protecting, your life is worth living fully, and staying well starts right at your fingertips. Clean hands may seem like a small thing, but they carry a big message. I choose to stay well, I choose to stay strong, and I choose to take care of myself, one smart habit at a time.